Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And pitching in this game, Jack Leiter. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Slider for a strike. Bay launched a homer in his most recent game. Lifted in the air down the left side. Langford snags it on the run. And time now to check out the A's lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And a swing and a miss. Well, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. That one lifted to left. Langford on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one to first, Berger. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Ryan Wu.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
0-2 is the count.
Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Ezekiel Duran in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Right side. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Josh Smith.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
That's in there, and that is strike 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Grounds one to short. And that will end the inning. One left for Texas. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Leiter back to work. Langoliers went deep in his most recent game.
So hard good touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Tommy Edman at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. See you later. He made him pay for that one. His 12th of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit, takes ball one. On the ground. Fires to first in time. Next up for the A's, Stephen Kwan. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that ball is gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Keston Hiura. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Goes down looking. But 2 rounds. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. And that is out of play.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. And there's one away. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. There's a strike. Garcia matched a homer in his last game. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Hey. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Fastball is outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Kim with a homer in his last game. That one outside, and 1-1. In the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. So the batting order turns over. Ji-hwan-bae getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Fly to left his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
That's a ball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Langford. And makes the grab. And that is that. The A's strand one. Back in Arlington. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
1-0.
Late on that fastball.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fair ball. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And a foul ball. Wu winds and deals. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Heim aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
That's an out.
3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1. Back to the top of the lineup, and next is the designated hitter, Josh Smith. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Late swing, foul to the left.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You can overthink.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. And here's Corey Seager to hit. 0 for 1 so far. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. And that is the inning. Back at Globe Life Field. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Tommy Edman will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carter, long run. Got it. Nice grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Young. That misses. Ball 1. Young, 27 years old, and he's been on a fantastic run at the plate, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The A's leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball popped up. Kim settles underneath it. Corrals it. And there's 2 away. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. Sneaks through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. On to second, and he throws it away. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Fastball is outside. Garcia off of first with 2 away. Out to short. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Leiter back to work. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. They say you win.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. So a man at first. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In the dirt.
0-2 is the count. One ball.
In the dirt, blocked. On the ground to third. Young fires to second for one. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one way inside. And it remains 2-2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99. A's go quickly and quietly there. They're up. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. That one fouled off.
Well, these Rangers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
On the ground, right side, Kim. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. That's in for a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
This one in the air. Bay snags it for the 2nd out. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Smith off of first with 2 away. In the dirt. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the A's 2 and the Rangers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Right side, hard hit. To first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Seong Kim. Hit on the ground to short. Seager tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Langford makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back in Arlington, well, we go bottom 6. Digging in, Corey Seager. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And there's one away. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 2 in this one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And now 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. And the runner holds.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Dave.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Yeah, that's fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Jake Berger stepping in the air right side. Brings it in, and that's the inning. 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Shawn Armstrong.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Langford puts it away, and a quick out, number 1. So up next, Tommy Edman. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Armstrong, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Hobie Milner up and throwing. Jackson also getting ready. Liner picked on the hop at first. And he handles it himself for the out. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Fought off foul. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Up next for the Rangers, Evan Carter. That's in there. It's 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So now here's the DH, Josh Smith. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Sends it to first, and that is that. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Armstrong back to work. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Keston Hiura up to hit now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Cole Winn, the hard throwing righty, is up and loosening. Now one missed. That's down and in. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. A little bit low, and that's ball 3. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's a base hit. Hesung Kim up next for the A's. Double play ball to second. Off balance feet. There's out. 1 to first. No, not in time. Great effort there. Ji-Hwan Bae digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Sliced hard but foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Next up for the A's, Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 3. Runner on the goal. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The A's looking to add another. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But the RBI single. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. 1 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Seager stands in now and watches strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And there's a ball.
2.
The Rangers trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Fastball inside just freezes the
manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Wu out of the game, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
and we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now into the ball game on defense, Rob Refsnyder. He takes over in right.
Number 30, Rob Refsnyder.
In the air, right field. Refsnyder gets under it, brings it in, and that is that. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Luke Jackson. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
Strike.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate, and
there goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Tommy Edman up next for the A's. He's already homered in this game. And that one is inside ball 1. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the air to left center. Carter sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2. So man aboard. Rob Refsnyder up next for the A's, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. So they can't do anything. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Wyatt Langford. That one in triple digits. Miller, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
he wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
One ball.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
He's 2 outs away. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Popped up. Kim. And there's 2 away.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
They're down to their final strike. The Rangers down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, there's a lot more work to be done in this series, but it all starts one game at a time. Taking the first of 4, that means you're in a position to avoid a sweep. Come out tomorrow, you win 2 games, you know that you've at least split the series. Those are the mind games you got to play with yourself as a big league ball player to get yourself ready every day.
A shutout in this. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Athletics and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin. What do we need to know here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Swinging a foul out of play. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Ha-Sung Kim, the next to hit.
Batting second for the third baseman, number 7, Ha-Sung Kim.
That one down the line. Throws to first in time. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Kwan, the left fielder with good range, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Roki Sasaki. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Let's take a look at our lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Josh Young.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One down, base is empty. And that's outside.
Full count.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Roki.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and good work there. Back at Globe Life Field, top of the second. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. Corbin back to work. Hard hit left side. Simeon toss over to first, and quickly one away in the second. Now here is Seiya Suzuki, right now third in the American League in RBIs. That's outside, and that's ball one. Corbin, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
One out, base is empty.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Headed towards the corner. Garcia really on his horse for this one. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It has the distance gone. His 11th of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. Shea Whitcomb up next for the A's. And that one wrapped foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. And now 1-2. One down, base is empty. Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That's the third. Third out, and that ends the frame. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. Out front and foul to the left side. Sasaki ready to fire now. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Adolis Garcia, the next to hit, takes outside. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. An absolute smash to left. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. It can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. Right through there for a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
That one not close. 1-1. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one is hammered right field. That's going back. Back some more. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's Marcus Semien. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Foul ball there. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball 1.
Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. The next offering misses. And now 3-2. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Texas plates 2 on the homer. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Rob Refsnyder. Tap foul at the plate. Here's 0-1. And that one hammered way back there. And it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And a 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And
runner takes off, cut out and missed. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Simeon toss over to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 3-2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
To the right side, Duran. And that is the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
In the air, left field. Tracks it down for the out. And that quickly 2 away. So digging in, Ezekiel Duran. Pulls that one foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Fastball.
Got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
To third. Finds its way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Duran leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball left side. Slings it across.
He's out.
That ends the inning. No runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Shea Langoliers. That one the other way. Nice grab. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off left side. Suzuki, 30 years old now. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. On a line out towards center. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now here is Shea Whitcomb. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. A's leading by a run. Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 out, runner at second. And now here's the A's catcher, Harry Ford. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Lined into right. Garcia makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's back in Arlington. Bottom 4. Now at the plate, Jake Berger. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Kim with the throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. And that drops in for a strike.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And delivers outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The Rangers down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Center field. Edman in position. Makes the grab for the second out.
The catcher, number 28.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, and he'll be safe at first. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Heim off of first with 2 away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So no runs on no hits, 1 error. Back at Globe Life Field, and now Rob Refsnyder. Corbin back to work. Outside low. Ball one.
You know, these
1-0.
Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. His second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Cole Winn.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
In the air, left field, down the line. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Throws to second. Not stopping. He's going for three. And they tag him out. And here comes Tommy Edman. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Ha-Sung Kim up next for the A's. Foul ball. Two down, bases empty, but one run across, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one's upstairs, ball one. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Luke Jackson preparing to come on if needed. Webb also throwing. Hit weakly on the ground, and that's just foul. 2 outs. This to third. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. He's in there.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Runner takes off. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Out to short, Simeon. The throw to first.
He's out.
They limit the damage here. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 5-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the park.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Kellen Strom stepping in for the Rangers. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. Ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch for the out. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5.
Hey, right.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 5-3 ball game. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. And it's fouled away. Way
1-1.
outside, and the count is 1-1. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch off,
2
something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
So up next, Seiya Suzuki. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That's towards center. Makes the grab, one away. Next up for the A's, Shea Whitcomb. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Dane Dunning gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And the 0-1. And a slider misses down and away.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And here is Jake Berger, 1 for 2. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Chopped left side. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That clips the corner. And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. New arm out of the bullpen, Jacob Webb.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ref Snyder up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Masataka Yoshida. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Strom under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swings through that one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Yoshida leads off first with one away. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. Next to hit, Ha-Sung Kim. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Headed towards the corner. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Stephen Kwan will hit next. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that one pulled foul. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 strike.
The A's looking to add another. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he boots it. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next is the designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. That's a base hit as a run scores. And the Rangers manager making his way. So Luke Jackson gets the call.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Garcia should have this one. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a strike on the outside edge.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Ball.
And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Heim on at first. Nobody out. That one outside. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play.
Yep.
Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Simeon in the box again. Takes a strike. There's a line drive to left field. That's a hit. And now 2 aboard. Now the left fielder, Kellen Strom. Drilled out towards left center field. This one's got a chance. Into the bullpen and gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they slice into the lead. It's 8-6. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's. Yusei Kikuchi.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first. Yeah, they get the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
In for a strike. Good slider. 2 gone. Bases empty, but 3 runs across. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. We go to the 8th. Now it's going to be Shea Whitcomb. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Chris Martin up and loosening in the pen. Armstrong getting cranked up as well. Ripped to short. Simeon toss over to first. One up, one down. Harry Ford up next for the A's. 0 for 3 in this one. That's outside. 1-0. In the air, out towards left center. Simeon moving under it. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Garcia makes a move towards the gap. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back in Arlington, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Josh Young. Kikuchi back to work. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. In the air, center field. Edman under it. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jake Berger. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Edman makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Mason Miller.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Fires across the diamond, and Garcia is out. Inning. Chris Martin taking over on the mound. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ji-Hwan Bae.
Number 55, Chris.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Carter has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Next up for the A's, Ha-Sung Kim.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
And now the count is even. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, and the batter now, Jonah Heim. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. the ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He circles the bases. It's 8-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Corey Seager.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. And that one a little below the knees. And now it's even 1-1. And fouled off. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. And the tying run is on base.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Simeon in the box now. Takes strike one.
No.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
One-run game, bottom 9. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive in order to hit a line drive like that.
And he lays one down the left side. Tosses to first. The runners move up on the sacrifice. Now, Josh Smith calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Stepping in, Ezekiel Duran puts a bunt down. Wickham whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Hit in the air, center field. Edman in position. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. They can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to back at Globe Life Field. On to extra innings. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead, 9-8.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And now Seiya Suzuki. This one in the air, right field. Garcia in position. And there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Shea Whitcomb. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Garcia makes the play, and there are two down. Here's the catcher to hit, Harry Ford.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Berger pulls that one down, and that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. And we're back. And here's the first baseman. Yuki Matsui on to pitch here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That's in there. 0-2 now.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2. That one missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
So the tying run at second spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. 2 on, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim the other way. Base hit right field. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 9-9. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford.
0-1.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a full count. Winning run at third, 1 down. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Steps on the bag for one. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play to end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 9-9. We're back, and on the mound is the closer. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Trying to move him over here. Young whips it across, out on the sac bunt.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Smash to the left side. Throw to first in time. Tommy Edman up next for the A's. A switch hitter batting right. And that one is lifted in the air. Haggerty on the move to the alley. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. Back in Arlington. And now Kellen Strom. Matsui back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next
ball.
offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. That one out to right. And it stays fair. Around third. Across is the winning run. And the Rangers walk it off in the 11th.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
In a one-run.
You